Egypt has taken a huge step forward with its ambitious project to build a new administrative capital. This advantageous capital, located 20 miles east of Cairo, offers efficiency and growth. By adding greenery to the cityscape, the planned Central Park promotes harmony between nature and development. In the business center, a tower constructed by China represents worldwide cooperation and suggests the expansion of global relations and the economy. Furthermore, the Ministry of Defense's intended headquarters highlight how important governance and safety are to the project. This project not only changes Egypt's skyline, but also represents a daring move toward a more advanced and effective administrative center. Egypt's new capital project, expected to cost roughly $58 billion, confronts significant financial challenges. The government, grappling with an economic crisis, mainly relies on borrowing to fund expansion. However, doubts remain about the populace's ability to pay for this massive project. Concerns are raised about the potential burden on the economy and whether the benefits will reach the average person. As borrowing grows, the sustainability of financing such big projects comes into question. Balancing progress expectations with financial discipline becomes critical, emphasizing Egypt's delicate balance of ambition and budgetary control. The government aims to ease pressure on Cairo by building a new capital city. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi initiated his plan in 2015 to reduce crowding in Cairo and create more jobs. By relocating some government operations to the new city, they hope to spread power and resources more evenly across the country. This move isn't just about buildings, it's about improving life for people by addressing traffic and protests, while also providing more opportunities for work and development outside of Cairo. Egypt's military plays a significant role in the new capital project, owning 51% of the company managing it, giving them a major say in operations and potential profits. This involvement has sparked controversy because of the military's influence. There have been alterations in the city's design, raising concerns, especially about pedestrian accessibility. Critics worry that military interests might overshadow the need of regular citizens. While military involvement can bring stability and resources, it also raises questions about transparency and public accessibility. The budget for the project has ballooned from $45 billion to $58 billion for just the first phase, posing significant challenges. Egypt's economy has suffered due to the conflict in Ukraine, leading to increased construction costs. With rising costs, there are concerns about how Egypt will manage its finances and whether the project will stay within budget. This situation highlights the vulnerability of large-scale projects to external economic factors beyond Egypt's control. Rising costs mean less money for other critical areas like healthcare and education. Effective expense management becomes crucial to ensure the project's success without further straining Egypt's already fragile economy. Egypt spent $8.5 billion expanding the Suez Canal, hoping for a significant revenue boost. However, things haven't gone as planned. The expected revenue from the canal hasn't materialized. The situation is troubling because Egypt was counting on that extra income to help the economy grow. The expansion was supposed to attract more ships and bring in more money from tolls, but that hasn't happened as quickly or as much as they hoped. Now, Egypt must determine what went wrong and how to rectify it. They need to find ways to make the canal more profitable or develop alternative strategies to compensate for the revenue shortfall. Economists are concerned that Egypt might not be able to afford the new capital, especially with inflation and the decreasing value of their currency. Many worry because many Egyptians won't be able to afford to live in the new city. This raises questions about who will benefit from the project and whether it's worth the cost. If most Egyptians can't afford to live there, it could exacerbate inequality and hinder the new capital's success. The success of Egypt's new capital is not only about its buildings, but also linked to diplomacy. If foreign embassies decide to relocate there, it could enhance the city's status and bring economic benefits. However, Egypt's involvement in resolving conflicts and hosting refugees adds another layer of complexity. The country's reputation as a peacemaker and its ability to manage international pressures could affect the capital's attractiveness to foreign nations. Additionally, hosting refugees could strain resources and infrastructure, impacting the city's development. Egypt needs to balance its diplomatic responsibilities with the practical challenges of hosting a new capital to ensure its long-term success on both domestic and international fronts. Egypt is seeking financial assistance from the Gulf states and the International Monetary Fund or IMF for its new capital project. Meanwhile, the company managing the project plans to sell shares to the public (IPO) in 2024. However, there are concerns about whether the project will be completed and how much it will benefit the economy. Some doubt whether the new capital will attract enough investors to make the IPO successful. Others worry that even with financial aid, Egypt might struggle to complete the project on time and within budget. It's a delicate balance between securing funding and ensuring the project's viability, with uncertainties lingering over its ultimate economic impact. POMED's report uncovers how the new administrative capital, NAC, operates behind closed doors, exposing a lack of transparency and favoritism toward those close to the regime. It reveals how money and benefits primarily flow to insiders of the government and companies with connections, both domestic and foreign. This suggests that instead of being fair and open, the project seems to serve the interests of a select few. The report highlights a concerning pattern of wealth redistribution, where those in power and well-connected businesses reap the rewards, while ordinary citizens may not see the promised benefits. It raises important questions about accountability and fairness in the management of such large-scale projects. The investigation reveals that the new administrative capital, NAC, mainly relies on government funds, which ultimately come from taxpayers. This funding doesn't seem to benefit everyone equally. Instead, it favors people close to the regime and businesses with government connections. Additionally, foreign companies such as Honeywell are profiting from their involvement in the project. While they gain financially, their participation also adds to Egypt's growing debt problem. This means that while some insiders and foreign firms benefit, ordinary citizens are left carrying the burden of debt without necessarily reaping the promised rewards of the project. It also raises concerns about fairness and accountability and how public money is being used for such projects. The new administrative capital, NAC, is in a precarious position with looming risks. There's a danger of investing too much money into the project, which could strain finances. Additionally, there's a possibility that the project might need to be scaled back, meaning some planned aspects might not come to fruition. In the worst-case scenario, the entire project could collapse, leading to wasted resources, increased debt, and disappointment for those who hoped the NAC would bring positive change. These risks underscore the importance of careful planning and management to ensure the project's success without jeopardizing Egypt's overall well-being. POMED offers suggestions to tackle corruption, improve transparency, and reconsider U.S. backing for Egypt's megaprojects. Firstly, they propose implementing measures to combat corrupt practices, ensuring that public funds are used efficiently and ethically. Secondly, they advocate for enhancing transparency in project management, allowing citizens to better understand how their money is being spent. Lastly, they recommend reevaluating U.S. support for Egypt's large-scale projects, taking into account concerns over governance and economic stability. By adopting these recommendations, both Egypt and its international partners can work towards fostering a more accountable and effective approach to development, ultimately benefiting the country's citizens and broader economic stability. Thank you for exploring Egypt's ambitious new capital project with us. If you found this information insightful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on global developments and economic insights. Your support helps us continue delivering valuable content. Stay tuned for more fascinating discussions on the world's most pressing issues.